Over, you just can't breathe. Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake?
There's not a single day that passes without you on my mind. Not even 1 minute can end up before you come around. I yearn for the days when I see your face here before me. I long for the times you held me in your arms. Whoa. How I wish that you were here to give me everything I want. But I know that life's unfair and we can't always have it. Not even 1
Hello.
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 How are you doing, Steph?
I am fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Not the
Excellent.
best, but passable.
Excellent. Passable is sometimes, what you get.
Tell me something about Cleopatra.
Cleopatra lived closer in time to the invention of the cell phone than she did to the building of the pyramids.
Like her pyramids, the Egyptian pyramids.
The Egyptian pyramids, not her pyramids, yes, obviously, but the Egyptian pyramids.
Well, I mean, she wasn't she like, what is it, Empress? Pharaohess? I don't know what the term is. Queen?
She, is often referred to as a queen. I don't know.
So it would
Ruler.
be her pyramids, right? Like everything is hers.
Nope.
All right.
No, I don't think that's how it works.
If I were queen, I would make it so that
Yeah.
everything is mine.
Yeah. I think the pyramids belong to all Egyptians. I don't know.
Lame.
Sure, her pyramids. Yeah, she wasn't a very good queen, to be fair.
Alright, let me share the screen with you. And then switch to the game on OBS. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Pantero. Congratulations on getting first, and thank you for redeeming Save a Child's Life in real life. Every time someone does that, we donate $5 to the Against Malaria Foundation, which provides mosquito nets to children at risk of getting malaria. So you just save a child's life in real life. So today, we're playing this game called Planet Quiz. Can you see the screen, by the way, Steph?
Yeah, you've got like 4 things showing up, and Planet Quiz is highlighted.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're playing Planet Quiz, which it's the subtitle is Learn and Discover, and I guess it's a quiz game. I have no idea how difficult it is.
All right.
Like I don't know if it's for kids or if it's for like
Right.
for normal education adults or what. But we'll find
All
out, I
right.
guess.
Let's learn and discover. The first thing we'll learn and discover is what kind of game this
Just that
is.
it's nap time. It's the first thing.
It's nap time. That's always a good way to advertise your game. Makes people sleepy.
I think it's loading. I think there's that's a loading bar down there. I also have a Jeopardy command. It's actually not a command, it's a redemption in Twitch, which gives us a random Jeopardy question.
Oh,
That we can also try. I think do we have all the DLCs? Maybe we don't, I don't know. This DLC has a check mark next to it, Oceans. But this one doesn't.
Oceans.
So maybe we only have some DLCs, I don't know.
Okay.
I guess let's do the campaign. Actually, wait, there's a little option thing up there. Let me do that one. Oh, units. Do we want Imperial or do we want metric? This is mainly for you, Steph, I
think
guess.
better in Imperial, but yeah.
Because
But
like
it doesn't matter. I can do either.
I'm bad at both, so. Oh, here are choices. Do you have a preference, Steph?
No.
Let's do Earth.
Are
That
we
seems
supposed
like
to
the
sort of
most-
select where we're from?
No,
maybe?
these are campaigns, like levels, I guess.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
And I don't even know if these are gonna, like, if you pick Europe, is it gonna be about Europe or is that just the name of the campaign, you know? So let's
Right.
pick Earth,
Right.
I guess, to be the most neutral
Okay.
as possible.
Seems safe.
Trivia or easy?
I guess trivia?
I was gonna say, I guess easy, because when I look at medium, it says finish previous chapter with bronze unlock. And the previous chapter, I'm guessing, is easy rather than trivia.
Okay. I'm not sure I understand what we're being asked to choose between here.
Yeah, I think
Like, are you asking me to choose between trivia and not trivia?
You're choosing between trivia,
Trivia
and
some
easy,
sort of...
and so
But trivial means easy.
it doesn't say trivial. Notice it says trivia. Which so I
But like, by choosing easy, are we foregoing the trivia aspect?
by choosing easy, we're foregoing the selection labeled trivia, so you can make inferences about that, right? Like it says, so maybe we're foregoing trivia, but I doubt that, right? Because this is a trivia game, so probably you're still gonna be trivia anyway.
Okay.
That's my suspicion. But these are all inferences,
Okay.
right? Like it's the menu design is not very clear.
That's what I'm saying.
Regular John says, "Yay, Steph is here today. I missed her last week. How are you doing, Nabu? Hi, Steph.
Ah,
I'm doing okay. How are you doing, Regular
missed
John?"
you guys too.
So there's like this ordering, right? There's this thing, and then there's this thing, and then there's medium and hard. So I'm gonna assume that when it says you need to finish the previous chapter to unlock medium, previous means easy.
Okay.
That's why I'm thinking we should do easy so that we can unlock medium. Whereas trivia would not unlock medium,
Okay.
is my interpretation of the menu, but who knows?
Okay.
Where are these flags?
Assign flag.
Mexico.
Oh god. Well, you said Mexico, so that's...
Italy.
Wait, how do I pick a flag? Oops.
Mexico. No, I don't think that's the first. That's India. I was just doing flags that I recognize. That's India. Mexico is the third one down.
Oh, which one's this one?
Italy. I think.
You're saying this is Mexico?
That's Mexico. Yeah. And I don't know this one, but I'm gonna guess it's Peru.
Check. I hope this is not going to be all geography questions, because not my strong point. We can read about India, but I don't really want to, so shall we move on?
Yeah, fair.
Oh god, what is this?
Where are these cities located?
Oh, I'm worried this is going to be all geography questions then now.
Okay. Well,
Brasilia.
Mexico City is in Mexico. Brasilia is in Brazil.
Is this Mexico?
Yeah. Panama City is in Panama.
Where's Brazil?
Down, yeah. Down.
This?
There you go. Yes.
So Panama is probably this one?
Yep.
Regular John Redeem, discuss a topic of your choice. Do either of you watch or... I don't know if that's Ordinary or Ordinary game, or watch him talk about AI, what we talked about a few weeks ago, and this person who made a comic book out of AI and got rejected for lack of human authorship. Thought that was interesting. So even if the art was unique by AI, it can still be rejected by business or copyright trademark for lack of human creation.
Oh, it is sort of interesting. I do not watch that or follow it, so I don't know that story, but it does resonate with
Assign
what we were
animals
talking
to the
about last
places
time.
Where they live.
And it must be somewhere in Asia. And I think Asia is somewhere around here. This one?
Oh goodness, yes. Your knowledge of geography is
I told
slightly
you.
more alarming than I thought.
Alpaca, I have no idea.
Alpacas are South America.
Which is what, this?
South America. Yep. Yes.
Oh, giraffe. That's gotta be this one.
You got it.
I don't dare say what it is, in case it's wrong. And this has gotta be this
Right.
guy.
Yep. Let's see. Could typing something in that case be considered human authorship in that sense? Gosh. Oh, you mean typing something as the prompt? Could that be considered? Gosh, I was reading a student justify. He was making money selling essays to his buddies
Arrange
using
the countries
Chat
from
GPT.
smallest to largest.
And he justified it by saying it was a partnership between him and Chat GPT. You know, he was. Is that biggest? Smallest? Is that the biggest one?
I'm thinking China's the biggest one, but I don't know.
It is. I wasn't sure which order we were going
I'm
in.
assuming left
Yeah,
is smallest and right is largest.
Okay.
Well, keyboard side is smallest, mouse side is largest.
I think New Zealand is the smallest. Turkey is the one in the middle.
The thing, I don't think there's a principled way to deal with this. I think there's a lot of emotional reaction to like
Well,
AI
all
authorship.
human ethics is emotion.
Yeah, but you can have
Like we pretend that it isn't, but
I don't like the idea even that this is an ethical question, like, or that ethical is a lens to use to answer this question, right? Is something to be decided.
what are your other options?
Like a legality
Where are
perspective,
these
for
waters
example,
located?
or a definitional perspective.
Don't we need both, though?
Yeah, but you can emphasize different ones to different degrees.
Sure. I'm just saying, like, the idea that it's not ethical just because it also is a legal question seemed bold. It seemed like a strong argument. Stronger than
Well, you
is
could,
supported.
yeah. What I mean by that is like you could make arguments like this is allowed because it's legal, like regardless of the ethical question, right? Like if you wanted to ignore the ethical aspect.
You absolutely could, but then the idea that it's not an open area of ethical exploration is not just absolutely true. You know, unless you're a dictatorship and you get to decide what ethical thinkers think about. Just because, you know, it's been declared legal, like marijuana is legal in several states, and we can still debate its ethics.
I remember Panama, so I'm putting this here.
Good job. That one that's showing is the Gulf of Mexico.
When are they gonna start asking math questions? Or computer science questions, do you think?
Not entirely sure.
So like, there's always been human-aided authorship, right? Like,
Is there?
Where do these dishes come
surely.
In what way has there always been human-aided authorship?
So, let's say someone's deciding to invent the concept of writing. So they like, you know, draw some line somewhere, right? That didn't like
Okay.
the direction of the line or the idea that these lines have to be in different things, in different directions to be recognizable, had to have come from like their perception of the world, right?
Uh-huh. The human perception of the world, yes.
So it wasn't entirely internally within them. They had to have some inspiration come from the outside world.
But how is that human assisted?
How is it not? I don't know. Like, everything is a collaboration between like the human mind and outside influences of the human mind. I guess recently it's like computers are something that assist, but previously it would, you know, it could be stuff in nature that was assisting.
Tortillas are Mexican, Cachapuri is Georgian cheese, and Shackleton was an polar explorer, so I'm
Is this-
guessing it's going to be like around Antarctica.
Is this Mexico? Okay.
Yes.
Is this Antarctica?
Yes. So, like, you would describe a dog's bark as a collaborative process. Assisted authorship.
I don't know if I would call it authorship in general.
Where are these objects located?
La Sagrada Familia is located in Spain.
Which is in Europe? Is it this one?
Yes. Yep. The Kennedy Space Center is located in Florida.
I don't know where Florida
The
is,
Taj
but I
Mahal is
recognize
located-
America.
Excellent. The Taj Mahal is located in India.
India. That's this one?
It is. And the rock churches are located in like,
In this one.
yeah. Where are they located exactly? Sudan? No.
Ethiopia, it says.
Ethiopia. Okay.
I'm disappointed that this
Where
is
are
all
these
geography.
cities located?
Like, it doesn't say
It might just be
geography
this chapter.
in the name. Well, I mean, the other chapters are called, like, Europe, you know, and Asia, and, like, the name of the chapter isn't, like, math, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So that's crappy for me. These are all
Yeah,
basically in the
it-
same
it's-
place. So now I'm screwed.
Oh, okay. Oslo is in Norway, which is the most northern one. Cairo is in Egypt, which is the most southerly one on our current map. Berlin is in Germany, which is the most one to the keyboard side on our map. And Istanbul is in Turkey. Yeah. But in the case
Which nature's
of
creation is located here?
can you do these ones?
Nope.
Okay. The Serengeti is in Africa. The Great Barrier Reef is off the coast of Australia.
Is this Africa?
Yes, it is. The Great Rift.
This you said was Great Barrier?
Yes. And the Dead Sea is, you know, that sea there.
That doesn't even look like a sea.
You probably have to zoom in. In the example that you gave of a person seeing something and being inspired by it, that is different than a person seeing something and that thing suggesting half of the work.
Assign people to appropriate places.
I know Steve Irwin is Australia.
Good job.
That's about all I know.
All right.
I guess Crazy Horse might be American,
Correct.
which is where this one.
The new Crazy Horse Monument is going to be like 5 times bigger than Mount Rushmore.
So not to be super racist, but I'm guessing this one is Desmond Tutu, and the other one is Pablo Picasso.
Who they put in a beret and a striped shirt. Just in case you're like, I wonder if he is French.
There is a
This game
difference,
is for babies.
but it's a
True.
spectrum difference, a spectral difference.
Spectral difference?
Like it's a difference of
Where
spectrum
are these mountains located?
of degrees, as opposed to like
You
definitional,
see it as a spectrum. Interesting.
as opposed to
Okay.
there's like here's a line that I can draw, and everything on this side is
To me that feels more liney than a spectrum-y.
I guess Mont Blanc must be here because it's a French name.
Yes, it's Swiss. And Kilimanjaro is in Tanzania.
Never heard of that.
Okay, I have to translate something from French. Les abeilles ne pouvaient piquer qu'une seule fois, contrairement aux guêpes qui peuvent piquer plusieurs fois. Okay. The something may not an only time against.
Where are these countries located?
This one I might actually be able to do.
Many times. Not a single time, but many times. PK is like poke. I think.
It's like poke.
Oh, but not exactly.
I would not have translated as poke. But like if someone did translate as poke, I'm like, okay, I can see what they were going for.
Where are these rivers located?
And a BA, I'm thinking. I have a vague memory of that being bee, like the insect.
Okay.
The bees cannot maybe sting instead of poke. The bees may not sting only one time against the gueps who can sting several times. I'm pretty sure that's perfect.
Well, yeah, I mean, you didn't translate one of the words.
Yeah.
But given that
I do not know that word.
I was about to say, but
At
now
all.
that you translate the full set, like every other word, can't you figure out that word?
No. The bees.
The wasp,
The
right?
The wasp?
If the bees can only poke one time, contrary to the other guys who can sting or poke multiple times.
oh.
So I'm thinking like, so what's the
Oh.
thing that can sting multiple times?
I don't talk about WASPSs. The Mississippi is in the United States.
Yeah, that's the only one I know. I'm
Excellent.
like looking at this. I was like, okay, here's the U.S. I didn't know it ran vertically though. Like I for some
Oh,
reason
yeah.
I thought it was horizontal.
Oh no, its headwaters are in Minnesota. You can walk across it there if you want.
If I want.
That's the Amazon.
So if you think it's a line, where would you draw the line?
When the world starts giving you actual wording. Yeah, the Urals in Russia there. Over to
These
the
are both Russia.
mouse side.
Mouse side,
Outside.
okay. Isn't Russia like this whole continent basically?
Yes.
Where
So
are
Victoria,
these lakes
I'm hoping
located?
is in Canada. And if not, in Australia? Okay, it doesn't look like it's Canada.
Oh no, Lake Victoria is the source of the Nile.
What?
But after Queen Victoria.
Yeah, but you would think Cleopatra would lay claim to that. Where's the Nile? Is it this thing?
Yes.
Okay, Baikal and Garda. Garda sounds more European, so I'm gonna put this here. What do you think?
That's correct. Let's see. Bees can only sting once, unlike wasps who can sting multiple times. I mean,
Assign
that's pretty much
animals
what I
to the
said.
Places where they live.
Didn't we already do this one?
Slightly different, yeah. These are harder animals.
I guess this is Asia.
Yes. The panda, you mean? Yeah.
No, I mean like this location.
Oh, yes.
I can't tell if it's Asia, but it looks like
It is.
vaguely like it might be. That's maybe all of these could be Australian. I feel like maybe the wombat more, but
It's wombats.
you don't think there's armadillos in Australia?
There are not armadillos in Australia.
What the heck? So I'm gonna guess this is armadillo.
That's correct.
This looks like it has way too much fur for this part of the world, which I assume is hot.
It is a type of fox.
Yeah. Too much fur for a hot place.
It's a desert fox.
You'd expect it to have less fur though.
Would you?
Yeah. Well, we unlocked medium.
Congratulations.
How do I go back? Oh, wait. Here we go. Non-geography stuff, maybe. Who can be sure? But it's locked. Does that
I
mean
think
I have
you
to pay
only
for
have
it?
access to oceans.
Yeah, I guess I do have to pay for that. I mean, they might ask me things other than where is this ocean, right?
Yeah, they might. Yeah.
Nope. They're asking me where
Nope.
is this ocean.
Where are these islands
100%
located?
nope.
Oh my goodness. So that one right there is Madagascar.
This here?
Yes.
This has got to be
That
Hispaniola.
is Crete.
What?
Crete. Crete.
Ow. It's right next to Italy.
Crete is
I
off
recognize the
of,
boot.
Greece. Yes, you recognize the boot. Good job.
And Hispaniola is clearly an Italian name for something.
It is an island in the Caribbean.
Which is here.
That, yes.
See, even regular John doesn't know. What is Hispaniola? Spain? Portugal?
It's, you know, it's a big island there. It's near Cuba.
This sure could be anywhere.
Assign animals to the
Wandering
place of
albatross,
residence.
literally in its name, says that it could be anywhere.
I think it's Haiti and the Dominican Republic. I'm not entirely sure though. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, we're doing these animals. Okay. Let's put the Greenland shark right there in Greenland. Okay, what are our other two choices?
This place.
We got off
and this
of
place.
South Africa, and let's put the mantis shrimp there in the
Oops.
West Indies.
Which I'm assuming is
it's
this
warmer.
thing because you
Yeah.
called the other thing Africa.
Yes.
We're falling behind in chat by a lot.
Oh, okay.
So where do you draw the line? In AI authorship.
Oh, I
you said
draw the line
the
when-
world suggests a word. The wording is what you said.
Yes. Yes. That's where I draw the line.
So the word has to speak English, and it's like assuming you're authoring it in English. Yes.
Right. It has to speak the language that you are speaking.
Like as opposed to abstractly, like seeing a sunset versus having the word sunset written down.
Yes. The sunset would need to spell out the word sunset, or speak the word sunset, or
Well, I don't mean the sunset has to be
use
that.
ESP to.
I mean like the source of inspiration. Whether that's an AI or like another human, for example.
Sure.
Or if you were like rolling a die and then turning to that page in the dictionary, would you say you're co-authoring with the dice in that sense, or?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, I don't see a strong distinction. Like, to me, it's spectral. Like, I mean, I get your definition, and your definition does draw a line, but I don't think it's a significant line.
Why?
Because of the dice edge case, for example. It just seems like
Why?
as the dice seems to be
You're not
contributing as
actually
much
giving
as
your
like
argument yet.
as seeing a sunset, for example.
But it isn't. Like the sunset is not contributing a specific word, whereas the dice is.
Yeah, I understand. Like I said, your definition does draw a line, but you can come up with like definitions that draw lines that aren't interesting lines. Like, you know, it's only human authorship if the source of inspiration's first letter starts with an E. So like sunsets aren't co-authorships, but elephants are. You know, like it's just this.
But that's incoherent.
Yeah, it's a weird line to draw.
You're suggesting my line is incoherent?
I guess, if that's the word you want to use for it.
So you have no real argument other than you think my argument is incoherent.
Arrange coral reefs from the smallest to the largest.
The Great Barrier is the biggest. I've never heard of the Apo. I'm guessing the Belize is the smallest because Belize is a small country.
When you say things like you have no argument except whatever, it sounds like this is like antagonistic. Like there, you know, like I have a position, you have a different position, and we have to.
Arrange the
One of us has to
animals
win.
from lightest to heaviest.
Well, I didn't think that that was the case until you called my argument incoherent.
Well, I
Like,
didn't
where am
want
I
to
supposed
call
to
it
build
that.
from that? Like now, like we're obviously on opposite sides, and you've called me an idiot. Like, why would I want to play anymore?
I didn't want to call it incoherent. It's just like that's the word that you chose to for this label, you know, for this sentiment that I'm having, and I'm like, okay, if that's the word you want to use, I'll accept using that word, but it's not the word that I would have used.
Where are these coral reefs
But you didn't offer a
located?
better word, so
Yeah, because
that's
I
like, you know,
struggle
somebody's
with
like,
coming up
oh,
with
are you
that word.
calling me an idiot? And you're like, you know, if that's what you want to call yourself, like, that's not. Like,
Yeah, well,
I think
like-
anybody would take it the same way that I am.
No, I'm just like I don't have a better word.
So
Maybe I'm not good with words.
right off the coast of the one right off the coast of Australia is the Great Barrier.
And I'm saying that I don't think the line that you chose is. I don't know what I don't know what the word is, but like it's like almost arbitrary. Like it's
That's not where that one goes.
like you have this conviction that, you know, if it proposes a word, like including dice proposing a word, then it's one thing and otherwise it's the other thing. Just like someone might have this sentiment that if it comes from something that starts with the letter E, then it is authorship, and if it doesn't, then it's not.
Arrange the animals from the slowest to the fastest.
So turtles are stereotypically slow, but I don't know if they're necessarily slower when they're swimming than sunfish, for example.
I think sunfish are very slow.
So like this?
That's how I would do it.
Arrange islands from the smallest to the largest.
Wasn't Greenland massive? Maybe like this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the one I've never heard of would probably be the smallest one.
It's where the Eastern Island statues are, Rapa Nui. It's a tiny island, I think.
Arrange the animals from the shortest to the longest.
I guess the shrimp is probably the shortest. But
Probably.
look at this frilled shark. It looks like unusually long based on the thumbnail.
It does. I think frilled sharks are really long. I'm not familiar with Rice's whales, but I think that's how they're trying to trick us. Like you're thinking, oh, whales are really long, but I think this is a short whale.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is it depends on the size of their face, right? Like if these both have the same size face, then from the picture the frilled shark is way longer. But maybe the frilled shark's face is much smaller. So like this?
That's how I would do it.
Dang it.
Where are these islands located?
I don't know where we are. Okay, this is Australia. So maybe Honshu?
No, that's Borneo.
What?
Honshu is an island of Japan.
Like this one?
Yes.
What the heck is this? I guess that must be Hawaii.
Hawaii. It is.
Thought it would be closer to the States.
No, it's pretty far. And this one goes right next to Hispaniola.
I already forgot where Hispaniola was.
Right next to Cuba.
Arrange the animals from the slowest to the fastest.
What the heck? I guess this guy's gonna be fast.
I have no idea. I've never thought about the relative speed of
How about this?
these animals. Sure.
Actually, maybe the humpback
I think
is gonna be
Greenland
faster.
sharks might be really, yeah.
How do I
I think
cancel?
Greenland sharks are really.
How do I cancel more? I want to cancel.
I think you just swap them.
Yeah, but like if I put this down here, which is where I took it is, now I can't select the other ones. Like it's. Oh, maybe.
And you.
Okay, there we go. So like this?
Yeah.
Wow, we did it.
Arrange islands from the least to the most populous.
I think it's gonna be Victoria Island has the least, Java has the most, and
Java
Crete
has
is
the
in the
most.
middle. I don't know, those islands over there are quite populated.
Assign animals to the places where they live.
Okay, the Bajai is a river dolphin in the Yangtze in China, so we can do that.
So Asia, which is not this way.
Yeah, you were there. Right, you were there. There you go. Sailfish you can get off the coast of Florida, so I'm gonna guess it's there in the Caribbean. And then I'm just, yeah.
And then the deep dwelling is in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I think it's a spectral and it's
Arrange oceanic trenches from the shortest to the longest.
it's I think it's spectral and not linear, not a line drawn in the sand. So meaning that all lines that I've considered are not meaningful. So the possibility is that all, like, really, assuming I'm right, the possibility, because one of the possibilities is I'm wrong, but of the where I'm right, the possibilities are either is no line or I haven't thought of the right line.
Well, there's also the possibility that you're just wrong, that my line is not the right one.
Yeah, I'm counting that as wrong, and then putting it aside because
Okay.
I'm only talking about the situations where I'm right for now.
Okay.
So, when you propose a line, I consider it, and then it either resonates with me, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, that is an interesting distinction, or it doesn't. In which case,
I don't think that's how philosophy works. Like, I think you have to generate a reason why. Like, I don't think you can just be like, oh, it doesn't resonate with me. Like, I don't think that's how discussions work. Like, I think you have to come up with a reason why it's not interesting, or a case that makes it clear that the line is not appropriate, or like, I don't think you can just say like, nah.
well, like, what about the case for like things that start with letter E, for example? Like,
Well, that's incoherent. Like, my argument is not incoherent. All you've done is say
What do
like,
you mean
well,
by it's
here's a line
incoherent,
that's
though?
stupid.
like how can you tell if something's incoherent or not?
Well, the thing is, like, I mean, I think that's obvious, but we'll skip that and just say like, you've said my line isn't good because there are other lines that are bad.
No, that's not what I'm
That's
trying to say.
What
Yeah,
about
maybe that's what I accidentally said. In which case, I'll retract that and try to clarify. I'm saying that I don't see why. Well, okay. So the first thing I'm saying is I am using this resonate with me metric, and then so now I feel like we're taking a step back and saying, is this a good metric to use or not? And I think that's that's basically the only metric that can be used. And now I'm talking about the things that start with letter E as an example of that. Like, you have that feeling that it's a stupid one, right? To say that things that start with E is authorship and things that don't.
No. Like, we're trying to decide what counts as co-authorship, so we define what authorship is. Authorship is not things that start with E, so obviously that's not going to be a good definition of co-authorship. But my definition of authorship implicitly is somebody or something that contributes actual words to what's written. So my line is, when it contributes a word, it crosses over into co-authorship. When I say your argument is incoherent, like, it doesn't follow how that would have anything to do with authorship, much less co-authorship. We don't use the test.
Well, I feel like lots of people do, and with success. You know, like when they talk about like, is this a sandwich, or is our tacos sandwiches, for example, things like that. Is chess a sport? That sort of thing.
Well, I think they do in like casual conversation, but not in any kind of actual hard thinking through of a problem. I have no idea on any of these trenches. Feel free to put them in alphabetical order. I don't.
All right. No, the thing is, I think, like, let's say for the sandwich is taco sandwich. What happens is that we don't have a good definition of what a sandwich is, or we disagree on what the definition of a sandwich is. And so what we do is we look at individual test cases, right? We say, like, does a taco feel like it's a sandwich? Does this feel? And then does a ham sandwich feel like a sandwich? And then we try to reverse engineer what the definition must be based on that.
Arrange the animals from the shortest living to the longest.
That is not how I discuss things.
How do you discuss things?
I say, well, what constitutes a sandwich? And then
Well,
I'll try
that's-
edge cases against
That's
my
the
definition.
whole. Okay, but I mean, either way, I feel like it's you need to use this. Like you would reject a definition if like these edge cases give you the wrong answer in a sense, right? Like if it says like a ham sandwich isn't a sandwich, you say, okay, then I feel like this is not a good definition.
Right. That's correct. But I don't start with like, let me think of every single sandwich and feel whether or not it's a sandwich, or everything single food thing.
That's interesting, because I feel like that is how I would do it. I would think of like, all possible sandwiches, what do they start to share in common? And that's how and all things that are not sandwiches, what do those things share in common? And that's how I
Right, but you don't say like, is pasta a sandwich?
Well, I think it's not, right? So I put that in my bucket of things that are not sandwiches, and then I use that to help me form what my definition is. So, for example, edibility is not a sufficient criteria.
Thinking of a ham sandwich, not a ham sandwich, thinking of a hot dog or a taco, you actually have formulated a definition. You're just, and you're now testing your edge case. Right? If you're not including pasta on that list?
I don't understand the question.
How are you selecting these edge cases if you don't have a definition against which you're thinking about whether they resonate with you as a sandwich?
So usually what I would think that people have there's like some things that are quote unquote universally agreed to not be sandwiches. Like maybe a bowling ball, for example. Everyone might agree that that's not a sandwich. And then there's things that everybody does agree is a sandwich. Like maybe a ham sandwich, everyone agrees is a sandwich. So you start there. So you say like, I'm trying to draw lines in my definition, and I have, two boundaries that are like far apart, bowling ball on one side, ham sandwich on the other side. So I know the line is somewhere between these two. I don't know the exact shape yet. And then when you get to things like hot dogs, you can have genuine disagreements about like the sentiment, right? Where like I genuinely feel like it is a sandwich, you genuinely feel like it's not, for example. So when that happens, we put that case aside and we look at ones. We try to find ones where like edge case. We try to get the line like clearer and clearer by finding edge cases where lots of people agree, or at least the people in the conversation agree, if we're only caring about a definition for use amongst the people in the conversation.
Why are you trying to engage with this at all if you just think it's spectral?
Well, I mean, that might be one conclusion, right? You might say there is a spectrum of sandwich and non-sandwich, of which like hot dog falls somewhere in between, and I think that is a reasonable position.
And then, like, if somebody proposed, no, I think it needs to involve grains and meat, you would say that's the same as things that start with E? Like, that line is as silly as whether or not the sandwich starts with E? Like, that feels like a false equivalence to me.
No, I because the idea that it has to involve grain and meats does resonate with me a little bit. Right? It's like, okay, there's something interesting about that definition. Let me think about it. Let me run it against some edge cases. Let me see how I feel about that one. But if someone did say, like, it has to start with E, then I'd say, no, I think, like, it doesn't resonate with me, that one. Like, even if it... I guess it would be very surprising if that definition happens to coincide with, like, all of my intuitions, right? Like, bowling ball doesn't start with E, but let's say ham sandwich... Let's say, hypothetically, it did start with an E, right? And so it just works out. That would be very surprising to me, and then I would, like... It would put me in this, like, philosophical crisis. Like, is this actually really the true definition of what a sandwich is? Because my feelings, my test tells me that this shouldn't be the right definition, and yet it gives me all the right answers. I don't know for this one. What do you think about this answer? You think jellyfish live longer than
They all live for a long
shark?
time.
Because sharks, I think jellyfish and sharks both live long time, right? Aren't jellyfish like maybe immortal and sharks? I don't know.
Yes.
All right, I guess we'll just go with this. Wow. Jellyfish is the shortest? I thought jellyfish are basically immortal. Tell me about jellyfish. It doesn't say anything. I mean, it says lifespan 1 year, but the text doesn't say anything about... I guess it wouldn't say. Like, if you're not immortal, you wouldn't put an entry that says, by the way, this isn't immortal. But I thought they were. Or am I thinking of something else?
They might be immortal in the sense of like they don't die on their own, but if they get caught in a like boat propeller or something like that, they die. And so maybe they typically get destroyed within a year.
Islands from the smallest to the largest.
I feel like you could not make that claim reasonably. Because
I don't know what to tell you.
there's a sampling bias there, right? The only jellyfish you would encounter, or you would encounter way more jellyfishes, or how is this? If you were measuring lifespans, you would wait until they die to say, okay, so you know this guy lived for this long, right? And you would only encounter ones that die in that sense. As opposed to like holding them in captivity and waiting to see how long until they die. I don't know. For this one, do you have ideas?
I believe Rarotonga is very small, and that Borneo is the biggest.
Assign animals to the places where they live.
Let's put the Peruvian diving petrel in Peru,
Which is where?
which is in South America.
Is this? No, that's not America. This one's America. Here we go. Oops.
And let's put the Red Sea urchin near the Red Sea.
Which is this one?
Which...
Oops. Is this the Red Sea?
Oh, gosh. Oh, it must be something different than I thought. Yeah, let's put it up there. And let's put the sea snake in the terrifying waters.
Where are these coral reefs located?
I think I got this one.
Okay.
No, I don't. What the heck? Why are there two Florida things?
One of them is near Florida and the other is near Belize.
Why is the Red Sea thing not near the Red Sea?
This is the Red Sea. That's why I got confused by the Red Sea urchin. I realized they meant red like the color, not Red Sea like the place.
Wait, what? They're talking about a red urchin that's in the sea?
Arrange the animals
Yes.
from the shortest living to the longest living.
Turtles probably live a long time, right?
I feel like, yeah.
Hey JD, how's it going?
How long do mantis shrimp live?
And actually, Kiwi also, how you doing? I just realized I never actually said hi. I just addressed your subs and hot dogs thing. but I never said hi to you, so hi, Kiwi. Wait, you said what? Mantis shrimps are long?
They live like decades, I think.
Yeah, but sea turtles live like hundreds of years, right? Like 800 years, I
Yeah.
guess. $20 years. 5 years. 90 years.
It's a very specific weight. Wow.
They just took
Where
all
are
the
these
sea turtles and
oceanic
averaged them.
trenches located?
Man, I don't know.
I'm gonna guess the Kuril Kamchatka Trench is that northernmost one, because that's where Kamchatka is. The Mariana Trench, I think, is in the middle of the Pacific. So I'm gonna guess it's the southernmost one on our thing.
Oops. Well, I guess I'm
That's
just putting that one
Tonga.
there.
I think so, but I'm not that great with ocean trenches. No, sorry.
Arrange the animals from the slowest to the fastest.
Yeah, you're on your own here.
Surely the birds are fast. Hey Jubilee, welcome in.
Hey, Jubilee.
I don't know, Magnificent sounds like it's fast. Red Tail doesn't sound as fast. See? Works every time.
Yeah.
You just
Every
you have to
time.
use the test. How do you feel
Yep.
about these names?
Arrange islands
Yep.
from the least
That's
to
how
the
trivia
most
works.
populous.
I'm gonna guess Spitzenberg is the least. Oh my goodness. Gosh. Honshu is a relatively unpopulated island, but in Japan.
Yes.
And Bali is small, but hugely populated, I think.
Okay. So then what you're saying is this. From my...
I think I am.
You alive yet, says Julie. Are you talking to me or JD?
Oh well.
Oh, I get it. They say planet quiz, implying that that's has to do with like locations of things on the
about the
planet.
planet.
Yeah. Not
Learn and
like,
discover places on the planet.
not like Puzzle Planet, you know, for example, where it's like
Right.
a planet full of puzzles, a planet full of quiz questions. It's quizzes
Right.
about the planet. Gosh darn it. A VTuber avatar, hey CTL, yes, I have a VTuber now. I don't know if I want to keep going with this because I don't know, are you having fun, Jubilee?
not
Or,
good
sorry,
at
Stephanie? Are you having fun, Stephanie?
I don't mind it, but I'm not loving it.
Yeah, maybe let's find something else. I don't know what else we can do though. We're gonna do a Jeopardy question from the chat maybe. Where's it? Jeopardy, here we go. Yellowstone National Park, oh, another freaking geography question. About 80% of Yellowstone is forest, and 80% of that is lodgepole type of this tree. Julie says
It's a
redwoods.
lodgepole pine.
You say lodgepole pine? Because Julie says redwoods.
Yes. No, it's not the redwoods. It's
Okay.
absolutely a lodgepole pine.
Well, how much are you wagering on this on this answer in Jeopardy
All
dollars?
of the money.
All of it?
Yeah.
Okay. In about a minute, the bot will post the answer. Meanwhile, let me see if I can find another game for the stream. So there's this puzzle game called Encodia.
All right.
We got like an hour at least, right? So we should be good for that.
Mm-hmm.
The answer was pine.
Yes.
Give us another one.
Yay.
Continental question. It has about the same population as the state of Texas.
Oh, it's asking like which continent has the population of Texas?
Yeah, so the first part is the category, right? Continental. The category is continental. The question is, it has about the same population as... Wait, no, sorry. The answer is it has about the same population as the state of Texas. So what's the question?
Gotcha. What is Australia?
What is Australia? Jubilee also says Australia.
Yay.
But we don't know the real answer yet.
If Jubilee gave the answer, then we know for sure that it's got to be right.
Let me scroll up. Actually, I think I missed a bunch of stuff in the chat as well, because I got too distracted about the authorship question. So we did Elizabeth. Regular John Redeem asked me something technical. Is there such a thing as ESP, extrasensory perception, the three forms being telepathy, clairvoyance, and precognition? Do you want to tackle that one, Steph?
Is that a technical question? Do you have the technical expertise
That's what
to answer it?
That's what Regular John redeemed it under.
Right, but which one of our technical expertise is this under? I think it might be yours.
All right, fine. I'll do it, but I gotta hydrate first because Jubilee redeemed hydrate. Thank you, Jubilee. So ESP, the short answer is that we don't think it's real, right? Like, by we I mean like the scientific consensus, for example. We don't think there is telepathy, such a thing as we don't think clairvoyance exists. We don't think precognition exists. That said, like, just so that's not a one-word answer of no, something interesting, a little factoid to put on this is that there have been studies conducted on this where they do like randomization and you know, like what I'm trying to say is it's a good study, like not a sham study, and they do occasionally find evidence of telepathy, clairvoyance, and or precognition with p less than 0.5. Is that the standard? I can't remember how many zeros are. 0.05, right, is the standard threshold that most scientific papers put.
No, it's 0.05.
Yeah, 0.05.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to me, that just shows that 0.05, a p-value, is not the right standard to have, because we're getting these studies that prove something that we know that is wrong, you know?
Maybe you should explain what a p-value of 0.05 means.
I really don't want to get into that. Why don't you explain what a p-value of less than X
p-value of
means?
0.05 suggests that there is a 5% chance that your data is wrong. So like when you do a study of ESP, if you ran it 100 times, then if you got a p of less than 0.05, then only 5 times would it give you the wrong result. um, theoretically. So
Yeah,
like,
that sounds right to me.
yeah.
The reason I'm cautious is a lot of people don't have the correct definition of p-value, including a lot of scientists.
Sure.
And the way you
But it
define it is
basically says is
okay. So the way you define it is not the way I've normally heard it defined, but it sounds right to me anyway. Like when I'm thinking through what your definition is saying.
yeah. So technically, we should get some studies that show that ESP exists, because some of our studies are just randomly are going to have some error or accident or weird fluke of statistics, right? Like if you were asked every single human being that you know to predict whether or not a coin is going to land on heads, somebody somewhere is going to get super lucky, and it's going to seem like they have precognition when they're really just lucky. And so if you did one study asking 20 people whether or not the coin is going to land on heads or not, and you proved that precognition exists based on that study with a p of less than 0.05, there's a 5% chance that you're, roughly, depending on what your actual p-value is, that your data is just due to error or chance or luck or weirdness.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people say a p-value of 0.05 is just too high to be reasonable, because that's a lot of error, 5% error, especially because there's other statistical reasons why you're basically introducing more error into your study when you're doing it. So you want to get a p-value of like 0.001, which is like a 1 in 1,000 chance that your data is wrong, as opposed to a 5 in 100, because you're actually introducing a lot of error. Like you might be biased yourself as a researcher, or you might be doing a lot of statistics at once, which increases your chances of error. So anyway, there's reasons why people like Neb argue that you should have a lower p-value.
Actually, my argument is you should not use p-value.
Oh, sure, yeah, that's
just...
also totally reasonable. P-value is stupid, but we use it in the social sciences because psychologists are not very good at statistics, and it's basically all we can manage. And as you said,
not just sociologists,
we barely
but
manage that.
Scientists in general, I feel like, are
yes are bad at humans are bad at statistics.
In general,
to be fair. Yes. Can I tell a sort of math fact that like blows my mind every time I hear it? Okay, so I'm going to ask you, Neb. You just won the lottery.
Oh, I'm sweating now.
And you won $1 million.
Because I'm going to give the wrong answer, obviously.
You won $1 million.
Okay.
And you have to give away 50,000. You have to give away or spend $50,000 of it every day.
Okay.
How many days will it take you before you run out of money?
50,000 times 2 is 100,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 100,000 is 1/10 of a million. So 20 days, it seems like.
Great. So your friend won $1 billion, and she has to do the same thing.
Okay.
Just give away $50,000 a day.
Yeah.
How long will it take her to give away the money?
So it was 20 for me, and hers is 1,000 times more, so 20,000 days. So you're asking me, I'm guessing, what is that in years or something like that?
Yeah.
So 20,000, let's say 400 days in the year to make the math easy. Let's say 20,000, which has what? Mm-hmm. It's 4 zeros, and 400 has 2 zeros. So then we're looking at 200 over 4, which is like 100 over 2, which is like 50 years, it looks like.
50 years. So
Yeah.
you got rid of your $1 million
In 20
in
days.
20 days, and your friend who won $1 billion still is giving away money 54.8 years later.
Yep.
Doesn't that blow your mind?
Yep.
Like I think it's a profound example of how hard it is for humans to naturally grasp million versus billion. Like our brains just can't do it. You can do it mathematically, but like intuitively, the
Agreed.
test just.
Wow, you really got it out
It's
for
like,
the
what?
test, huh?
No, I do. Yes, I don't like it. I'm not into it.
Actually,
54 years. Years.
I'm trying to put away my controllers for the Switch, but it's like inconvenient because the Switch is located somewhere else, so I don't want to do it. Trillion is even more. It's 1,000 times. What did we say?
Even more.
50 years, so 50,000 years basically. I mean, we don't really have a calendar unit that for
we
more
don't
than
even,
a year.
We can't even. We're like centuries, millennia.
Yeah, 50 millennia, I guess, sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
CTO says he's talking about definition of p-value again. Assuming your null hypothesis, the p-value is the probability your event happens. And by your event, you mean like the outcome that you observed during the experiment. And by assuming your null hypothesis, CTO means assuming that the thing you're trying to prove is wrong. Like if you're trying to prove ESP, then assuming there is no such thing as ESP, you would still expect to see someone demonstrate ESP like powers 5% of the time, say, if the p-value that you got was 0.05.
Right.
CTO says, in the case of doing 20 studies and using one of them happens to have a p-value less than 0.05 is why you have multiple testing adjustments. Yeah, so that's the other thing. I don't know how much we want to get into all of this because it's a big rant, right? But publication bias. So like 20 people tried to do the ESP study. 19 of them didn't publish because they didn't find anything. One of them did find something, so that guy publishes.
Right. So that was when I kind of did some hand waving around different sources of bias.
Yeah.
The file drawer effect is one of them. That like all the people who didn't find ESP, nobody wants to publish that article. So the only one that comes to anyone's notice is the one with the surprising results. So there's actually a book about this called like Why Most Published Scientific Articles Are Wrong. Like they just get right to the point. Like the only stuff that gets published is the stuff that's surprising, and it's probably wrong.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's a topic I'm interested in for like not to talk about but to learn. The reason I don't like to talk about it is because there's so much background knowledge you need to introduce before like a layperson can grasp what the problem is. Like, explaining how the scientific process works, not in terms of like how to come up with a hypothesis and then you have to design experiments on, but in terms of as an academic, like to make it in your career, you have to publish, and then what journals are usually not interested in publishing replication studies and things like that,
I feel like our audience has stuck with us.
So we want to talk about this?
No, I'm just saying, like, I think that our audience, actually, many of them seem pretty savvy on this, and I think we explained bits that they might not have understood.
I think my audience is
I don't know if there's anything further to discuss.
Bimodal, right? Like there's like some people, and it depends on the topic. It's different people for different topics, but some people know the stuff I'm gonna say already, and some people don't have any background in the things I'm talking about. And I think that there's a selection bias going on there, right? Because presumably if you're hanging around here, you're like my friend, we share some interests, right? And our interests, it might be, let's say, video games, in which case you'll know about video games and you might not know about the science stuff. Or I have another friend who's my friend because of the science stuff, so they know about that stuff, but they don't know about video games. And so there's always going to be this awkward situation where, like, if I'm explaining video game stuff, the people who already know video games, already know all of this. The people who don't know video games might struggle to follow along, and vice versa for science.
Nobody spoke up saying that they didn't know what I was talking about. Therefore, everyone did know what I was talking about.
Yeah, just like that's a joke, obviously.
That's
because,
a joke. Yeah. That's the publication bias in joke form.
I was gonna say it's also an intimidation thing, right? Like it's scary to say, by the way, I don't understand anything you said. Can you explain in simpler terms?
Nobody wants to publish the null results of not understanding themselves.
But if you want to talk about that topic, like the thing is, there are people who want to publish null results, like in the sense that, especially replication studies, right? Like someone says, if you do a power pose before a meeting, you'll be more confident, and then you'll like get the job interview, you'll nail the job interview or whatever, right? And then someone else says, some other scientist says, I think that's not plausible, so I'm going to replicate the study, and then I find a null effect. Like it turns out, power posing doesn't help you with your confidence at all. And then they try to publish it, and then the journals are like, well, we don't publish replication studies. They're boring, Nobody cares.
Right. But I think it's not totally fair to just place it on the journal, because the person wanted to publish it because they found it surprising. The journal doesn't want to publish it because they only want new findings. But, the person's not like, oh, I want to publish something that shows exactly what the previous person showed. I mean, there may be some people who do that, but most of the time scientists want surprising, and journals want, surprising and new.
Well, I mean, like, if they don't publish it, though, you get this biased view of
Yes.
like 10 studies show that ESP is real, 0 studies show that it's fake.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's like in
Yes.
science's
it's a
best
real
interest,
problem.
quote unquote,
100%.
to allow
Yes.
the
Right.
which is why
It's in science in general's best interest, but it's not in any individual scientist's best interest.
yeah, but
So it's a good example of perverse incentives.
but I feel like the perverse incentive isn't the problem at the scientist level; it's at the journal level, right? Like, because there are scientists who are interested in replicating studies, who are willing to, but like
Not
there's
very
almost no journals are interested in publishing replication studies.
I mean, some journals specifically publish replication studies, just like some scientists specifically are interested in replicating, but the numbers are low in both. Most scientists only want to quote unquote replicate because they think it's bullshit and they want to disprove it, and they want to make their name by disproving it.
But I think that's a fine
it's not,
motivation.
for the sake of science.
In a sense, I think that's a fine motivation, though, right? Like that's sort of like it's like a scientist who has a hunch on something, right? Like he says, I think electricity and magnetism might be related, so I'm going to do experiments investigating that. Right? I feel like that's the same thing as saying, I think this power posing thing is bullshit, so I'm going to investigate that.
I'm not sure what you're arguing against. I may have lost track of
Okay. I guess
what that's evidence of.
In the goal of fixing science, we agree that there's perverse incentives somewhere. And then the question was like, where is it so that we know what to fix? And I thought you were saying it's with the scientists, and I'm saying I think it's more like with the journals.
So here's the thing. Most scientists, quote unquote, don't think it's bullshit, and so don't want to do the slow work of replicating it. They're like, oh wow, power poses sound cool. I'm now going to investigate, whether the most powerful poses work, right? Because they're trying to get something that sounds novel. So it's not, there will eventually come along a scientist who's like, this power pose thing sounds dumb, who might challenge it, but they usually aren't doing it for the quote unquote good of science. They're doing it because they want to get a surprising result. Does that make sense?
I think so.
The distinction that I'm making.
Yeah. But like, so
If there was, like, if you could get a good reputation as a scientist for being a careful replicator of things, that might, make more people interested in that. But you can't really.
well, I think as a prerequisite for that, you would have to get journals to publish replication
It's the
studies. Right?
journals. Do you think it all comes down to that? I think that's a plausible argument. I can see that, but I think human nature of wanting to have some novel finding may also play a role. But it's possible that if you just change the journal's incentives, you would change human incentives.
Yeah. The other thing, I don't know how feasible this is, but the other idea would be like you have all these graduate students who want to practice like how to be a scientist, right? It seems like that's like a great place to get like free labor in a sense, right? To have all these students do replication studies.
It would be. The problem with that is that our definition of scientist is someone who makes literally I had to prove that my dissertation would make a novel contribution to science. That was a prerequisite for them to approve my study, was that it was in some way novel. So that's not, my dissertation wasn't really published anywhere. So that's an example of a incentive that maybe is related to what journals will publish, but was not directly due to what journals will publish in that case.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
I wasn't allowed to just say, "Oh, I'd love to replicate this."
Yeah, I mean, I don't mean in terms of like what you need to do to get a PhD. I'm saying that like as a homework, not as a final dissertation. Like
as a what?
As part of your homework, not as part of your dissertation. Like you might, do this 2 or 3 times a class, right? Meaning, I don't know, like 12 to 20 times over your university career. Saying replicate some study,
Oh, you might be underestimating how hard it is to run a study.
How hard is it to run a study?
It's real hard.
Here's what I'm thinking. I am a bit naive here, so I might not have all the facts. It's easy to run a study with a small sample size, right? Like most of the difficulty is getting like these interesting sample sizes of n equals 10,000 or 100,000. It's relatively easy to run a study with n equals 20, say. Is this accurate so far?
I disagree. I don't think so. A lot of the difficulty comes from bureaucratic. You have to have IRB approval, and there's a lot of paperwork to fill out. And then if you're only running 20 human subjects, you probably have to run them all yourself.
Yeah, that's the whole point of using students, right, for the free labor.
Sure. So how long do you think it takes to run each subject?
I guess it depends on what the study is. But I would think a typical one is like around an hour.
Okay. So you have to find, recruit, and have 20 hours to gather all that. And then how long do you think it takes to analyze the data?
That one, I don't think it's that long. I thought it would be like, I don't know.
If you're a graduate student and you've never done it before?
16 hours?
It usually takes a long time.
Because especially if it's a replication study, right? You're not doing, like you would just redo the same analysis that the other person did.
But it's novel to you. You don't know how to do it. You're a graduate student.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is why you're learning, right? This is part of it.
I think the idea that people could do multiple iterations of that is indeed naive.
All right. Julie asks, how do they know it's novel? If it's not published, could someone have thought of your idea and not publish it also?
Yes. Right. So novel meaning the broader scientific community is not aware of it. So, for example, Darwin gets credit for the theory of evolution, even though Alfred Wallace also, thought of it, because Wallace hadn't published it yet. So yes, theoretically, someone in, a scientist and or just a random person could have thought of my idea for my dissertation, but it only counts if they published it.
Let me launch this Encodia game before we run out of time.
Okay.
It says it's a puzzle game.
Okay.
That's about all I know. It looks like it involves robots also.
There's nothing on my screen, if that's useful information.
That is useful information. Why is there nothing on your screen?
I don't know.
Just watching... Oh.
There it is.
But wait, this is not how I want to do it. Let me change... How about like this? Can you see the screen now? Steph?
Yeah, I can. Can you
Okay.
not hear me?
I couldn't hear you until just now.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is a symbol for English. Options. Quality. Obviously, we're going to put it on high. New game.
My undergraduate thesis, I had to run 200 subjects to have a reasonable sample size because there's so many cells. And I actually was sort of, because it was just a thesis as opposed to a dissertation, I was basically replicating something there had been people on both sides, and so I was kind of contributing by adding my voice on one side or the other, depending on where my data came. And I needed, for reasonable power, I needed 200 subjects. It took me half an hour to run each one, so 100 hours of running subjects. And then I had to analyze the data and write it up and everything like that. And you do it essentially over a year, and it's roughly about 10 hours of work per week, in addition to all the classes and stuff that you're doing, because you're a senior in college when you do that. And the dissertation is kind of a even bigger version of that. You do have more time, kind of, but usually you only have like 20 hours a week, so I guess you could do 2 if you were super hyper efficient.
Yeah, you're saying it's 100 years to run the experiment, and then how long for the analysis?
100 hours.
Yeah.
I would say that entering in the data, like the data entry portion, probably took me another. I ran about 10 subjects a week. Probably took me another 2 hours, and then like figuring out how to do the stats. I'm pretty sure I'm still working on it.
Alright, disclaimer, a few things to get out of the way. Encodia is fiction, right? So names, brands, places, and events are either something the developers came up with on their own or are used in a fictitious manner. If anyone or anything reminds you of someone or something, well, it's either a coincidence, a tribute, or it's because that Kickstarter that funded the game. When the team absolutely does not condone discrimination of any sort, be it based on race, age, gender, personal interest, political affiliation, or appearance. They love everyone, apparently even nasty robots, but it's a work of fiction with a comedic element, so you'll see some plays on stereotypes. Sometimes there may even be a point to them. Also, Encodia is not meant to criticize or support a political view, party, or person, but it is meant to comment on powerful private or public institutions controlling our lives through media. So enjoy Encodia, but remember, unplug from cyberspace from time to time and have fun out there too. Choose a difficulty level. Are you here mostly for the story? We love that. This is easy. So if you get stuck, Tina can ask Sam for hints to solve some of the puzzles and pressing spacebar will highlight collectible items, but it won't show all hotspots or any objects that are a part of the 10 in-game secrets. Hard. You think you don't need any hints? Excellent. Sam won't be able to give out any hints, and you'll be on your own finding even the toughest collectible items. Make sure you search every nook and cranny of every location. Please know that you cannot change the difficulty level mid-game, so you need to restart the adventure if you change your mind, and also hints are counted, so you finish the game in hard mode or without hints, you'll unlock achievements and their sweet bonus features.
Sweet bonus features.
What do you think? Should we do easy or should we do hard?
I will let you make that decision. You usually have stronger opinions than I do.
Yeah, but what's
on
your
this.
opinion?
I guess I would go for hard, but
Alright, that's all I
as soon
needed.
as I say that, you're going to be like, I was going to go for easy.
I wanted to do hard, but I needed some motivation.
You needed... Alright.
I need a scapegoat.
Berlin, 2062.
A scapegoat.
If it turns out that hard was the wrong choice to
Dark
do.
Nice.
megalopolis run by corporations
Fantastic.
and corrupt politicians. 9-year-old orphan Tina has made the streets her home. She scavenges for a living, inventing new uses for scraps. Her only friend is SAM-53, the big clumsy robot assigned to her at birth. He will do anything to protect her.
SAM-53 must protect Tina.
Today, Tina and Sam will discover something that may change their world.
Get a free robot.
A forgotten dream
Have a baby.
that will set them on an incredible journey. The journey to
Oh, I gotta change the category, I just realized. Which?
Encodia.
Kodia. Enter, submit.
Good morning, Tina. Today's forecast is a high of 7 degrees Celsius and cloudy, with 0% chance of rain during the day and 73% chance of rain in the evening. Would you like to hear the news?
Morning, Sam.
I have printed out today's to-do list. Would you like to go over it?
Yeah, sure.
For today, we need to procure the following. Oil for Sam-53, a new pair of socks and food for you, and a waterproof patch for our shelter.
All right, then. Let's get going.
Teddy bear. Look.
My old teddy bear. It's so dirty now. I
Grab.
don't need it.
Supplies.
A bunch of useful things I've collected.
Firebox.
We are getting electricity from that neon sign.
Rusty wrench. Alright, I hope this game doesn't rely on too much pixel hunting.
It needs a patch to keep the rain out.
Oh, I can switch characters, I guess. That's what this does.
Tina's old teddy bear. Better if it stays where it is. Some items and tools that we need to survive. It provides electricity for the shelter and for my batteries.
So
Oh,
we
that's interesting.
go to the rooftop.
What about that green box back there?
Doesn't seem to be interactable.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like the only other place you can go is rooftop to the left.
Okay. Let's do it.
Tank.
A water tank for firefighters and sweepers.
Electricity pole.
High voltage power line.
We go down to street level. Small pipe junction. Do we share inventory? Let's see. Where's my mouse? Here it is. Yeah, we do, because the wrench shows up here also. Photo of mom, things to find today.
Tina's mother. She died a few years ago. The list I printed for today's tasks.
Wow, it doesn't give me a long time to look at it.
The list I printed for today's tasks.
Alright, let's go down, I guess. Who's this guy? Iku?
I think he is some sort of dealer.
Does he deal in socks?
Good day.
Hi there. Oh, a SAM-53. You're pretty worn out, mate, for an 8 to 9 year old.
That's because I've been living on the streets.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It's lucky they used waterproof paint to coat you.
It sounds like you are familiar with my model.
Yes, at night I teach robotics at the Neo Berlin University. But listen, I shouldn't be talking with other robots. Polino is very jealous.
Who's Polino?
My pet, but really, I cannot talk anymore, sorry. Nothing personal.
So I guess let's talk to him using Tina.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Who are you and what are you doing here? Am I safe talking with someone so sketchy who looks in the shadows? Or sorry, but I should go. Who are you and what are you doing here?
Who are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm Eku, but don't tell my name to the police. At night, I'm a professor at the University of Neo Berlin. But since the salary is very low, during the day I'm a dealer. An unauthorized cyber dealer.
Any robot oil?
Why are they paying you so little at the university?
Why are they paying you so little at the university?
Because Mr. Rumpf, the mayor of the city, doesn't care about education. That corrupt bastard. I hope he won't be re-elected.
Me too.
What are you selling?
What are you selling?
Odds and ends, implants, gadgets, electronic components, and so on.
Any food, robot oil, socks, a waterproof patch?
Nope, sorry, nothing like that.
Damn. What do you teach?
I'm a robotics professor. I teach design and fabrication of flexible use small-scale bots.
Sounds nice. Sounds cool, but I should go now.
Alright, take care.
Antenna piece. There's a panel box here also.
An electric panel.
Was this pull?
It's stuck. I need a key. It's locked.
Rumpf poster.
I hate that chubby little man.
How old is she? That she has political views.
She's 9, but she's been living on the streets for a long time.
So I guess this is where we were, shelter. We need to crossroads or historical quarter.
I need a flybus ticket to leave this place. I found one last night, and I was sure I left it by my pillow. But it's not there anymore. It must be somewhere nearby. Better look for it.
What about if I go here? Same
I
thing?
need a flybus.
Yeah,
I
same
found one. It must be somewhere.
Alright, so
I'm
we
already
gotta...
here.
Well, how do I get out of this thing? I guess the axiom? So we have to find a ticket by her pillow. Why didn't you tell me that before I went all the way downstairs? Ooh, empty jar. I didn't see that before.
I don't need it.
I'm already stumped. Where the heck are we gonna find the fly bus ticket?
Sam,
Yes, Tina?
how old are you?
I'm 9 years old, like you. You should know that. It's 2062, and the 53 after my name is the year when I was produced. I was assigned to you at birth as a part of a government incentive program too.
Okay, I know. I remember your lullabies. I just wanted to be sure. A simple pipe connector. A long piece of antenna. Just an empty jar. I wonder if I could use it somewhere.
Can we open the panel box with it? Does there like sheer banging?
This is the one downstairs? Or this one here?
Yeah,
We are getting electricity.
either one.
A water tank.
Maybe the empty jar and the pipe?
Nope. Not working. It's not working this way.
Hole in the wall.
Just a deep hole in the wall. Looks like something is in there.
Yeah, get it out.
Yeah! Something bit me.
Stick the antenna in.
Nope.
Have the robot reach in there, maybe?
My fingers are too big to fit in there.
Jeez, then what are we supposed to do?
Maybe the jar? Maybe the pipe?
It may work if we put some bait in it first.
Okay, so we know what we need to
Okay.
do there. Anything else I missed?
High voltage power line. I cannot damage public property.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Excuse me.
Gee, never mind.
Sorry, but I...
All right.
There's trash over here.
Get it.
Nice. There's some rotten sushi and a broken floppy in here.
Great.
Rotten sushi might be bait.
Yeah.
Looks like there's something here, but I can't take it seems like. Alright.
Let me try this. Nice. It could
Use
work.
the stinky jar.
Got it.
What do we get? Cockroach. Why do I care about cockroach?
Yes.
Hey, our
I guess
ticket.
we'll find out.
Alright, so now I can go to the air place, right?
I think so.
Look at this VR guy, Cyber Junkie.
Why'd you call him a VR guy?
Because look at his helmet. It's a VR helmet.
Oh. Gotcha.
Electronic shop, Bright Alley, ramen shop, big signboard.
I can't read Japanese.
Still? You're 9 years old. Come on.
One more cyberspace junkie. They trip in a miserable world similar to Neo Berlin, just with more flashing lights. It's selling some kind of weird device called Vintage Me. I'm too weak. I don't have any credits.
Look at this funny circular robot.
I like how it walks.
The menu.
It's selling Japanese food with a German touch.
Oh, look at the eyes glowed there. You saw that?
They glow?
The cat eye
I
glowed
saw
for
the
a bit.
mouth kind of move.
Here.
Oh. Yeah.
I tried clicking them, but nothing happened. Like if it's a elusive
Okay.
object or something.
Right.
Excuse me.
What do you want, little guy? Don't you see I'm busy?
Do you have any free food or leftovers for me?
Does this look like a soup kitchen? I only serve paying customers.
But I don't have any credits.
Come back when you get some. It's a privilege to enjoy my fine cuisine.
It's indeed such fine cuisine. I'm just sad that I can't try it.
It's a pity indeed.
Such aroma. Rich, pungent.
Oh, yes.
How does she, like,
Just a
she's
tiny
9 years
hint
old
of
and
a
she talks like this?
culinary Genius.
Indeed.
It'd make me so happy to try even a tiny taste of it.
Oh, okay. Here you go, little god. Take this Bavarian marinated
Wow.
fish. It's
Thank
from yesterday,
you.
but it shouldn't kill you.
Thank you.
Thank
I'd better go
you.
now.
Good luck, little god.
Guess we'll check the electronic shop. Oh, maybe this guy wants the old floppy disk.
Oh, nice. Maybe he'll give us credits for it.
Looks like a heavy keyboard. It has Amiga 500 written on it.
That's probably a reference to Amiga.
A box with different RAM banks. I can't reach them. Good for gaming and for making money.
GPUs.
Those are not for free.
Retro computers.
Before cyberspace, people used to play in code with those.
See, the robot can reach the RAM banks.
All right, I've got a bunch of these. You could take one.
Hey, we got free RAM.
Thanks.
Hello.
Hi there, Dick Bates at your service. But aren't you too young for CPU overclocking or dynamic murmur modding? Looking for a Tesla PSU, liquid state hyperdrives, micro PCI ultra low profile, nitrogen cooler.
This guy's a terrible salesman.
Ethernet. Use SATA boosters.
I guess it's better that Sam handles this dude.
Like, why don't you just be like, what do you want?
Excuse me.
What can I do for you, Model Sam? Release year 2053, Cat C patent 18. Need a quantum cooling system? Cleaning your Amos vision sensors? I'm Dick Bates, and I'm here to help you.
I just realized his shirt is a Monkey Island reference. Look, the three-headed. I can't. It says probably behind you or something like that. There's a three-headed monkey behind you. Is a line from Monkey Island. Searching for a can of robot oil.
I'm searching for a can of robot oil.
Oh, I don't sell this here. There may be some at a bot dispenser nearby. Unfortunately, that dispenser is only for street cleaner robots, not your kind.
Oh, too bad. I need to keep looking then.
Something else? A new control bus or ROM implants?
Is talking like this good for your business?
Oh, yes. My typical customers love acronyms, difficult words, and light-emitting diodes everywhere. By the way, you should get some to install around your body.
No, thank you. I don't want to look like a Christmas tree.
What can I do for you then? An update on your firmware? A turbo ALU tuning?
Dick Bates. I don't know why, but it sounds familiar.
Not as familiar as Darude Sandstorm, I bet.
What?
Oh, forget it. Anything I can do for you? An expansion of your AGP
Maybe that's
slot,
supposed to be a reference or a joke, but I don't get
I'm
it.
getting a headache. Better if I go.
That name
All
is
right,
familiar
see you
too, but
around.
I know the
you want
root
to try
sandstorm.
offering the?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. See, he talks too much. He makes me forget stuff.
Yep. Good for his business, though.
Oops.
No.
Guess we're not doing that. Cyber Chunky. Billboard.
I'm part of the same incentive, but an older generation of robots.
Capacitor. Bot dispenser.
A human connected to cyberspace, like someone once said about religion. It's the opium of the people.
Try to use the bot dispenser, even though he said I can't.
Only street sweeper robots can access it. A VR headset shop closed.
It's only for robots.
I mean, I feel like we definitely have to do something with this, but I have no idea what.
Try doing it as the robot.
It's not working this way.
She said it's only for street cleaners or whatever.
Only street
But did you try with the
robots
wrench?
can access it. It doesn't work this way.
What about like the capacitor?
Not the right action.
We can also go to historical quarter.
Okay.
Gather all our open puzzles. Nabu, hey Chakar, what's up?
One more of those VR junkies. Cyberspace is just like another dystopian Neo-Berlin, the difference being that almost anything is allowed.
Old gate.
Completed in 1791. It's one of the few old structures preserved in Neo-Berlin.
I think that's supposed to be the Brandenburg Gate.
The Neo-Brandenburg Gate.
Yeah.
Berlin electrician. Some keys are hanging on his pants.
Oh, let's steal his keys.
Can we have them, or
I cannot steal from public workers.
can the little girl?
Probably.
Good afternoon.
I'm pretty busy. What do you want, robot?
Do you have some robot oil to give me?
No. I do city maintenance. It is not my duty to fix robots.
You should broaden your work responsibilities.
Ah, I suppose you're not an hourly employee in a New Berlin pilot program to restore people's existential meaning through labor. What I do is already depressing me into Marxist existentialism. I don't need to broaden my duties.
I guess I'll look for the oil somewhere else.
See ya.
It's too far. No.
Wait, give stick? No, I want to use stick. How do I...
Hello?
Yes.
I thought that city maintenance was a task for robot workers.
It usually is, but not if it involves electricity. Robots can go totally nuts if they get electrocuted, so it's better to rely on humans for these kinds of jobs.
I see. What are you doing over there?
I'm enjoying the view of the Brandenburg Gate.
I never understood why it's so big. Were there giants in ancient times?
Yeah, everybody was 6 meters tall. Now leave me alone. I'm busy.
Seriously, what are you doing besides making fun of me?
I'm Blixie, a city electrician, fixing the screens of this streetlight so they can show Mr. Rumpf propaganda.
Ugh. I hope they pay you well.
Not really, but can't complain.
Nothing. I should go.
Bye.
Can we get up on top of a robot?
We can either talk or look at him.
It's SAM-53,
Okay.
my robot. I've had it since I was born.
You see what it says Andy Kernia on up there?
Nope. Oh yeah, I do. What about it?
I don't know, it was odd, so I thought we should maybe click on it or look at it, so.
We clicked on it. Ooh, a fuse box.
It seems broken. Something must be missing. Not the right thing to do. It's SAM. This automatic door is broken. It won't open.
Okay, so we need a fuse or something.
Does he want a capacitor?
Nah.
Robots use it for something. A robot component!
Does he want a fish?
I wish I had one of these for my C-48. Nope. It smells of beer and sewage. I'm not going to eat it. Oh, you know, a stick. A fly bus ticket. 1 human plus 1 robot admitted. I've trapped a cockroach. Nah. Broken floppy. I wonder what data was on it. A long piece of antenna.
Can we use that to get the keys?
It always says give when I try to
work.
when I click an item and I click on him.
Okay.
I wonder if I could use it somewhere. A photo of Mom. Sadly, she died 3 years ago of cyberspace overdose.
Like, you can die of cyberspace overdose?
It's a list of the tasks for today.
Renzo's Diner.
It says Renzo's. Must be an Italian diner.
We go to the alley also, apparently.
The menu. With credits, you can get food.
Please select your meal. Press confirm to pay with the Oberlin credits.
I don't have any credits.
Tape? Like scotch tape? I guess so. Leftovers.
Nothing left there. Nothing left there.
Singer sign?
Tonight, Maisie's stunning performance.
Cylindrical stage.
It's some sort of stage. I wonder how it works.
Guess that's it. What can I do with a tape?
You could put some tape on your stick and then use it to get the keys. You can use it to tape up this wire.
Going straight to the puddle. I can't walk into this puddle. I'll get electrocuted. Not working. It's not working this way.
Krenia's tape? Who said anything about Krenia?
I can directly choose the 2 items I want to put together.
Look at that robot cat over there.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what to do to do the electricity thing, so I guess we'll come back here later. Unless, maybe I can bait the cat with a fish.
Okay.
Can you pet the robot cat? That's what we want to find out.
It's too far, but I can't get closer because of the electrified puddle.
Dang. There's something about a long road also that I could use somewhere here. Here it is.
kid. What's up?
What are you doing here all alone? Where are your parents? Where's your robot?
Oh, you have so many questions, kid. But you're lucky I'm not very busy. So, first of all, I'm just resting. I had a pretty tough night of scavenging. I don't have a father. My mother gave birth to me through artificial insemination, but she abandoned me when I was very little. My model Sam took care of me until last year, when he was shot down by the cops during a chase. Now I'm on my own, and I quite like it this way.
Wow, it's a truly harsh story. Mine is very similar, but luckily, I still have my Sam. We should team up.
Nah, I feel good alone. Now let me be, kid. I don't want the police to notice us.
Okay. If he has any open puzzles, I don't know what they are.
I need a token.
So I need a token. Can't go up those stairs. Nasty robot, what the heck?
I can't use it. It's out of order. Hello there. I guess this robot doesn't talk a human language.
Where's Sam?
Howdy, pal. How are you?
Do we know each other? Am I your cousin?
No.
So leave me alone and keep that disgusting human away from me.
You truly are a nasty robot.
What?
If I move the cursor above you, it says nasty robot.
If I move the cursor above you, it says nasty robot.
So what?
I'm sorry they programmed you this way.
I'm sorry they programmed you to be with that human all your life.
There are 10 types of people in the world. Those who understand binary and those who don't.
She's actually pretty cool.
A human? Cool? You must have a faulty positron in your brain.
Whatever. I don't have time to waste.
I think we can ask him about robot oil. Did you want to do that?
We need to take flybus number 12 to get home.
What?
I need robot oil. Do you know where I can find some?
I usually get mine from a bite dispenser not far from here.
Where is it?
It's in an alley after the crossroad, but it's for street sweeper robots only. It won't dispense anything to nanny robots.
I see. And I guess you won't help me.
No way! Besides, I can't go anywhere.
Oh, there's a RAM salty. We have RAM.
Nothing. Can you help us if I give you some RAM?
If it doesn't involve changing diapers of stinky humans.
I just need a can of robot oil.
All right, give me the RAM.
Here.
Hey, this RAM is 288 pins. My socket is 184. You clumsy nanny bot.
I was sure your model uses the 288 one.
No, I'm rigged. Anyway, I can't do much with this. I need an adapter.
Okay. I'll see if I can find
Oh,
a 288 to 184 pins RAM adapter.
All right, see you later, Mr. Never Skips Legs Day. Ugh.
Just when I thought we had solved the whole puzzle.
Yeah, we have not done much.
It's a Neo-Berlin Flybus ticket machine. The screen says, please insert credits. A rusty can. Tina may like it.
Cyber cola.
Just pointless junk. I hope not to end up in one of those. Just a rotating advert.
Oh, this place.
Now, we got somebody's tape. Don't we know that guy? Is that the electrician?
Kernia, it says.
Kernia?
But I don't know who Kernia is.
It's either the guy in the alley outside our house or the electrician.
No, the guy outside our house is like Eku or something like that.
What can I do for you,
Oh, right.
Model Sam? Release year 2053.
And the guy,
Cat C patent
the electrician is like Brixie or something like that.
Hmm.
Do you have a 288 to 184 pins RAM adapter?
No, sorry, I'm out of stock. A friend of mine always buys tons of those.
What? You're just gonna leave it at that? Who's your friend?
Excuse me.
What can I?
Do you have a...
No, so...
Wow.
Okay.
Well, I'm stumped. What do we do now?
Try sticking the tape to the stick.
I tried that.
Oh.
I can directly combine the two objects I want to use together. A can of cyber cola. Rusty. I hope not to end up this way. Kernia's tape. Similar to duct tape, but stronger.
Maybe we use this to stop the leak in the, You know how one of the things we have to do is stop the leak?
No, but I believe you.
We have a list of things to do. And,
Oh, patch our
yet.
rain flap.
We need to finish today's tasks first.
okay, apparently we can't go home yet. Gosh darn it. I don't know what to do with any of these items. Why did we pick hard?
Did we just try straight up duct tape on that electrical wire?
I don't think we tried that.
Can't do that.
Nope.
Does the cat want a cockroach?
We can't even give the cat a fish.
It's not working this way.
Oh,
Put
but
the cat and
you
the
said something
stick together.
different with the fish. So it means it is the fish we need to give to him.
But I can't get closer because of the electrified puddle.
Can we put it on the stick?
Know what, the fish?
Yeah.
Nah. Not the right thing to do. Nope. I don't think it's safe to walk there.
It's very dangerous to step in it, both for me and for Tina. This wire is going into the water, electrifying the puddle.
The wire is going straight to the puddle. It's a rusty can of Cyber Cola. Expiration date 31 March 2061. Hornia's tape. Strong tape that can be used in hundreds of ways.
Current mission. Find a fly bicycle, which we did. Find edible food. Didn't we technically find it? I guess she says she doesn't want to eat it. Find a patch. Find a pair of socks. Use, look at, talk, pick, pull. Highly collectible, which probably only works if we're on easy mode.
Did we miss something in the diner? I don't know. There wasn't much in here, so...
I feel like this game might be a lot of pixel hunting. Unfortunately.
It's too far.
It's not even clear what she's trying to do. Like, is she trying to steal the keys, or she says it's too far?
Yeah, I don't know.
And everything is give.
It's not working this way.
Oh, I can use things on the other guy.
Not working. Not the right thing to do.
Oh, what if I show the photo of my mom to the kid? Is that gonna do anything? I don't even remember where the kid is. This way?
The long road, yeah.
It doesn't work.
Well, so much for that. On a cockroach.
Not working.
Does he want a piece of fish?
Nope.
What are those things on the windowsill?
Hi there. What are you doing here all alone? You will get a cold.
Sorry, Model Sam. I'd prefer not to talk with you. You remind me of my robot, which I lost last year. It makes me sad.
Oops. I'm sorry. I'll let you be.
Bye.
Windowsill non-interactable.
Okay.
Works only with a specific token.
I should have played on easy.
I guess out of order means it's out of order.
What?
Regarding your RAM,
Yes?
what was I supposed to get you again?
Oh, running after the whiny human fried some circuits, huh? Bring me a 288 to 184 pins adapter, and I'll help you get the robot oil.
Thanks.
Hurry along now. I don't want to ruin my reputation because of some chubby family bot.
Is there something in the street to the right there? Down. Oh no, that's our backpack.
The flybus schedule. Tina?
Yes, Sam?
Are you feeling all right?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
What about that soda machine? Can we do something with the can?
We don't have any credits. Wrong decision. Wrong.
Wrong.
Hello there.
Hello, big robot. What can I do for you?
Can I have some food for this little girl?
What would you like?
Pork knuckle sushi.
It's 23 credits.
I don't have any.
Then come back later.
What is this place? Per my database, it looks like a ramen-ye circa 1978.
Indeed. It's the ramen shop of Chef Hayao, which would be me. Painstakingly designed to replicate 20th century aesthetics. Of course, it's all plastic. But who can afford wood these days? Anyway, it looks good, doesn't it?
I've seen better.
Ah, you robots. You have no taste. Anything else?
Do you have something that I can consume?
No, I'm sorry. I only cook food for humans. The best of Japanese tradition, mixed with good old Teutonic flavor.
You mean bratwurst dipped in soy sauce?
You see? I knew my recipes were famous all around the world. Anything else?
Nothing.
Goodbye!
It doesn't work this way. It doesn't work this way.
Yeah, I'm at a total loss as to what we're supposed to do next.
It's crazy. We've come up with so many, like, much more creative things to do with this stuff, and, like,
It's fine.
we just have a bunch of
I don't want
items
Tina
that we
to get
can't.
tired without a very good reason.
We can't even go there?
It's too far away. I need a better reason to go over there.
So there's a location we can't even go to because it's too far.
I feel like you have to solve at least one puzzle.
Not working. more robot stuff. Not working.
You know what? I never found out what does Echo actually deal in. What if he has an adapter?
Excuse me,
Yes?
do you have by any chance a 288 to 184 pins RAM adapter?
Of course I do.
Of course he
I keep
does.
hundreds of items within the pockets of my jacket.
Awesome. Can you give it to me?
Sure, it's 79 Neo Berlin credits. But since I like you, I sell it to you for 59 credits.
I don't have any money. Is there something I can barter with?
Maybe I can trade it for a capacitor. Sometimes you
No
can
problem.
even find capacitors on the ground. But I don't want to
I
leave
have
this
a
corner.
fucking
I feel safe
capacitor.
here.
Yeah,
So
so
if you
please
could
stop
get one for
talking
me,
so I
I
can
will
give you
be
my
very
fucking
thankful.
capacitor.
Okay, I'll go look for a capacitor. And if I find it, in
Oh god,
exchange,
now I have to
you'll
stop
give me a RAM
talking.
adapter.
Yes, good luck.
Why is this conversation dragging on for so long?
About that capacitor.
Yes?
I found one. Here, take it.
Oh, very nice. Thank you. Here's your RAM adapter.
Very good. Nice dealing with you.
My pleasure, little girl. Have a nice day.
You too. Goodbye.
So where was the guy? Circle Quarter? And Long Road or something like that?
Yeah, behind us, and then further on past that.
This better open up some new puzzles, because if not, I'm at another dead end.
Here is the 288 to 184 pins adapter.
Like, if all that happens is he gives me oil, then I'm screwed.
Thank you.
Because I don't know how to make any more progress.
But I guess I owe you one. Follow me.
But if it's like oil plus, like an anti-cat electricity thing or something, then we're in business.
Thank you.
All right, we're even now. Hope you won't bother me again. Goodbye.
Well, we're screwed.
Thanks.
For my needs, and one of our daily tasks is done.
Can we look at the machine?
Can we what? Sorry?
Look at the bot dispenser just in case it's got anything else in there.
A very useful dispenser of robot components. Not for my kind, though. Only street sweeper robots can access it.
Okay.
Trying to think what open puzzles do we have? Like, there's the electricity thing. But that's it, I think. What else?
That guy's got keys. I don't know if we need them. The thing needs a fuse, or that box needs something, right?
Oh, yeah.
The electricity box next to him.
Tokens. Credits.
Tickets. I don't think we're ever gonna get any of those. Fuse box is to his left, I think.
Yeah. But I don't have a fuse, so.
Sure.
And there's
It controls the door and should work with a new fuse.
Will it work with a can?
Can't do that.
Would Blixie like a can?
It doesn't work this way.
Well, what way does it work?
No.
I guess we could talk to Eku some more because we didn't really explore that
Maybe there's
conversation.
other things to ask him.
Yeah.
Excuse me,
Yes?
do you have a fuse for an electrical panel?
No, sorry. I'm all out.
Am I safe talking to some?
Do I look sketchy? I'm actually a very sweet guy. When I'm not teaching or hiding in the shadows, I spend my time cuddling Polino,
Who's Pelino?
a cute robot pet I made. I painted him like Gene Simmons.
Like who?
Oh, never mind.
Alright, alright. I think I can trust you.
Sure thing. Anything else?
Sorry, but I should go.
All right, take care.
You think the shop guy has a fuse? I feel like it's not really
Maybe.
not really his thing, but maybe.
It's kind of electrical.
Hello.
Hi there, Dick Bates at your service. But aren't you too young for CPU overclocking or dynamic murmur modding? Looking for a test micro... Nitro...
I guess it's better.
Excuse me.
What can I do for...
Do you have a capacitor?
No use in stocking these. Nobody buys them, since you can usually find them scattered about on the streets.
I'm getting a headache. Better if I go.
All right, see you around.
Hey, floppy disks.
Fine, you could get one for free.
Dots is, I think, a reference to Day of the Tentacle, which is maybe the same company that made Monkey Island. LucasArts over here. Okay, but even with a floppy disk, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Someone still trusts this kind of disks over using the cloud.
This area feels like it's done, except for the Zeit Square, which we can't get to.
You give it credits, it gives you flybus tickets. Nope.
Hey, kid. What's up?
Do you know where I can find a token for the elevator?
What for?
Well, I want to see what's on the terrace.
Been there a few times. Nothing interesting.
You must have had a lot of tokens then.
Not really. I just have one, but it's rigged, so I can use it multiple times.
Cool. Can you let me use it once then?
I don't know.
Please?
Well, I like riddles. Do you?
Yeah, we love riddles.
Okay, then, if you tell me 2 secret words, I'll give you the elevator token.
2 secret words.
Here, take this holographic prism. It'll show you secret words that hackers have hidden around the
Oh
logo.
god, I have to walk around with this shit.
Where should I look?
The first word is hidden on a big door. The second one is disguised by a foreign language.
Okay. I'll think about it and look around.
The big door, like the gates of Brandenburg, whatever it's
Like
called.
the Brandenburg Gate.
And then, what's this about?
If I look through it, the world appears different.
About, foreign language, something?
Yeah, hidden by a foreign language.
What could that be? Oh, maybe
I think we just look for a foreign language word.
the ramen shop sign.
Yeah.
Blue. Well, it has to be something that's interactable, right? So that's why I'm trying to think, like, what do we interact with that has a foreign language on it? And when we clicked on the sign, she said, I can't read Japanese. Like, there's all these random texts everywhere, but you can't click on them.
Right. Gotcha.
Blue sky.
Yes.
We did it. We solved a puzzle.
We're back like
Solved your
5
stupid
seconds
puzzles for
later. Yeah.
babies.
Hi there.
Hey, kid. What's up?
So, about the riddle.
Yes?
I found the 2 words.
Nice. Let's hear 'em.
Blue sky.
Yes. Congratulations. Here, take the elevator token.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. It was fun playing with you, kid.
Same here.
That's
I'm sure
creepy.
we'll meet again. Someday.
Maybe, but not before you turn at least 10. Bye.
Goodbye.
You think everything's creepy? What the heck? Remember
That's a
when we
weird
gave
way to say that.
flowers to the witches, and you're like, oh, that's so creepy.
Oh god, it's a literal elevator.
Your favorite.
Creepy.
Gosh darn it.
Right, so far so good.
What was this whole section for? It's like a horizontal elevator. And then watch, there's not even anything up here. Just like the guy said, he's like, you want to go up here because there's nothing interesting. It's like, yeah, we really want to go up here.
Interesting.
It's like, all right. Oh, waterproof flag. That's what we need.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else up here? Like edible food or a pair of socks? Doesn't seem like there's anything else up here.
If you can change one thing in your life, change reality.
That should be enough to patch our shelter's cover. An elevator token. Rigged so I can use it as much as I want. Hi there.
Hey, kid. What's up?
Me? A kid? How old are you? And what's your name? Mine is Tina.
I'm Atomo, and I'm 11 years old. I'm older than you are, for sure.
Well, you're still a kid, and we're almost the same age. I'll be 10 in a few months.
Come back when you start your second decade, then. I don't have time to waste with kids.
I think I should go.
See ya.
You want to help your token? Why do I still have the prism? Why am I supposed to do this?
If I look through it, a very old storage item. I wonder what DOTT stands for.
Maybe he wants that?
What, the game?
Mm-hmm.
Not working. Hello?
Yes.
Do you know how to fix an electrical panel?
Well, definitely. It's my job. But I'm busy now.
Blimey. Can you tell me how to do it?
Oh, you're too young for that. Anyway, it depends on the issue. Very often, all you need to do is change a fuse.
Do you have a spare one for me?
Not really.
So maybe you can tell me where I can find one?
Oh, many shops sell them.
But I don't have any money.
Then I don't know how to help you.
What if I get a fuse from another box?
Sure, but the boxes around the city are locked.
And you have the keys?
Of course, it's my job. I've them right here, hung on my belt.
This conversation's getting boring. I guess you won't lend me the keys?
Of course not. I don't want to risk jail.
Whatever. Nothing. I should go.
Bye.
Okay, so we've established that we definitely need the keys.
Maybe we can steal them now that we know that we want them?
Yeah. But
it's too far.
What the heck? Sam, I order you to steal the keys.
How old are you?
I'm 9 years old. Like
The second law of robotics. You have to do what I say.
I cannot steal from public workers.
Gosh darn it, Sam.
Nope. Nothing interesting to see there. Nothing interesting.
Like, there's not
What
even
about the cockroach? Garum?
there's not even anything interesting to around him to interact on. It's not like we can
Nope.
interact a ladder to make him fall or do something with the cameras to like distract him.
I mean, it's gotta involve the stick and the tape.
The thing is, you can't use things on him. You can only give him stuff. And he didn't indicate that he wants anything.
Does he want to see a picture of our mom? Maybe she's not wearing much.
It's not working this way. It's not working. It's SAM 53.
Negative.
Where did we find a lockbox anyway? Like, even if we got the key, was it here? I think it was
I think
here.
it was right outside our house.
Yeah.
It's locked.
This guy doesn't have a fuse.
Excuse.
Yes?
Sorry, but I.
Alright.
We have all this useless junk that we don't know what to do with. Like, where are we gonna use a wrench? Or the antenna or the pipe? The cockroach.
I mean, we know this fish goes to the cat.
Yeah.
The tape has got to go to that piece of wire. I don't know what the other...
I don't know that the tape goes to the wire. I guess, let me try again just to be sure. But she's like, nope, you know, when you do...
Yeah. Yeah, I think it has to be combined with something in some way, but I can't.
Not the right thing to do. Wrong choice. Wrong choice. Nothing interesting. Nah. I can't use it. It's... Wrong choice. Nope. Nope. It's not working. It doesn't work. Not the right thing to do. Not working. Not working. It's not working. It doesn't work.
Ooh, leftovers.
I can't walk into... Nah.
Can't we just have the rope pick us up and throw us across?
And we can't combine the tape with anything?
I can directly... Nope. I can directly choose... Let me try this.
What did I just do? Long stick. So I need to get the key off the guy?
Wrong cho-
That's my theory. I've been saying that the whole time.
Yeah, but why didn't she say, oh, my stick's not long enough? Then I could understand the problem. But and anyway, it's just gonna say like give, isn't it?
No, you're gonna be able to use it.
It says use. Oh my fucking god. Every other item is like give.
Remember I was saying you gotta use the duct tape on the stick?
Yeah, but you can't. She wants you to directly combine the items.
Yeah. How else would you use the duct tape on the stick?
By not using it and instead directly combining the items.
Okay.
Annoyed.
Great.
What?
I'm annoyed. If she had said the stick's not long enough, then, it'd be clearer what to do. And then, like, when you say, okay, I'm gonna make the stick longer by combining these two items, then they could say, like, oh, but I need duct tape to do that. Then, like, to make the puzzle a little bit harder in compensation for making it easier by saying what the problem was.
Cool.
Oh, is this where we get socks, maybe? Take it anyway. Because it could be insulating against electricity, for example.
Hooray!
No, we only take a gross fish and a cockroach in a jar. That's what we take.
Is that it? There's nothing else in this place?
Try poking it with the antenna or whatever, just in case.
It's not working this way.
What could I possibly do with the old shirt?
Not the right thing.
Cape?
Nope.
Not there? So what if it's not there? Keep looking! I need to get to that server now! The cyberspace breach is unrelated? It is his signature! Yes, 8 years later? Do your job or do I have to come down there myself? Unrelated. Incompetent, every one of them.
Hello?
Yes.
Nothing. I should go.
Bye.
You like these keys?
I can't open that with this key.
It says give, but I guess she's interpreting it as use. What could we possibly do to stop the electricity here?
I'll change my socks back at the shelter. The wire is going straight to the puddle. Wrong choice. It's not working this way.
Did you try just sabotaging the...
Nope.
What, the panel? Because you can't interact with the panel.
Okay.
Pretty sure I used every single
Did you
item on the wire.
Put the fish on the stick. Did you try that?
Wrong choice.
We might end it here.
Alright. Maybe the guy wants the Coca-Cola bottle because he's interested in the 80s or whatever.
What guy? The
The-
sushi
the-
guy?
Yeah. Like, he in no way said that, so...
So therefore it must be the solution.
It doesn't work.
Alright.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
How much fish do you have in that bucket? It looks bottomless.
It's not a bucket. It's the end of a very long pipe that goes deep underground into a salty, artificially sucking fish up.
Wow, amazing. For real?
No, I made it up. It's just a looped animation to save disk space. Anything else?
Who are you?
I'm Chef Hayao, born in Germany of Japanese origins, master of noodles, inventor of Japanese German fusion cuisine.
You mean you make sushi with pork knuckles?
Oh, see? You've heard about my marvelous dishes.
Actually, I was being sarcastic. I've never heard of you.
Really? You never heard of my famous sauerkraut sashimi? Or my tempura made with Bavarian beer?
To be honest, no.
I guess I have to improve my social media marketing.
She's like 9 years old. Who gives a shit if she's never heard of you?
Good luck, little god.
Alright. Let's save. And let's do Cat Parade.
Alright.
And probably if we play this again next time, we're restarting and doing freaking easy mode.
Sam, can we have all the hints?
Second. Did Shakar get it? I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Oh yeah, he got it. Shakar got second cat.
Nice.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. That was...
Thanks for helping us with
Planet
geography.
Quiz. Yeah, Planet Quiz first game, and then Encodia second game.
Yep.
Regular schedule is top left corner of the screen. Every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. That's about 3 hours ago in your time zone. We have the Steph's Thursday stream where we play puzzle games usually, hidden object games sometimes. And then every Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific. That's about 4.5 hours ago in your time zone. We have the solo Saturday stream where I play a random indie game. We got the Discord. Check the Discord. Check the Discord for any updates to the schedule and any announcements for off-schedule streams. Otherwise, I think that's it. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of Cat Parade while I look for someone to raid. Good night, Steph.
pressed the wrong button. Alright, back. Oh my god. I wasn't. Alright. Nebo!
No.
You got me at a bad time. Hello.
It's done.
Sup. No invite. I didn't make it. I actually invited myself into this. All right, that was my fault. I was yeah.